So, you want to own a rental property? My name is Garret Wong, owner of Upper Edge Property Management. In today's segment, we're going to be talking about the concept of sweat equity. Let's get right into it. Sweat equity. Sound disgusting? It's really not. Sweat equity refers to the DIY labor that you're going to put into a project to save money on construction work, landscaping, plumbing, electrical, or any other area that can improve a property. Today's segment is really about trying to decide, should you do it or leave the renovations to a pro? And it's not an easy answer. You might have a young family and demanding job, or you might be an out-of-town investor. Whatever your circumstances, this is how I would approach sweat equity. You guessed it, I would go back to the numbers. When calculating your numbers on a deal, the renovation cost should always be calculated using a contractor to perform the renovations. Because you don't want a deal to be dependent on you or your skills. You want the pressure from your partners and for you to be the bottleneck on a project. So when evaluating a property, run the numbers as if a contractor is performing the work. So then if you decide to take on all or portions of the renovations, it's extra cash, equity in the project, etc., and more profit. There are other factors in your numbers, however. If you're considering sweat equity, don't forget to factor in more time. Now, arguably, unless you're already a contractor and that is your full-time job, you're going to need to perform the renovations in the evenings and on weekends. And that will cause a renovation to take longer than if you were simply hire a crew of contractors. And what about the hidden costs of taking longer? Holding costs. You have extra mortgage payments, extra insurance, extra property taxes to pay. Because the property remains vacant longer than expected, you also have vacancy loss, meaning if the rental value is $1,500 per month and it takes you 2 extra months to renovate, you've now lost $3,000 in rental income. If you factor in 2 extra months of mortgage, property taxes, and insurance, you might be at a loss of $7,000 or $8,000. But still, you'd have to compare that $7,000 or $8,000 against the savings of not having to pay a contractor. Or is the time you spend fixing up the property taking all that valuable time away from finding your next deal? I'm not saying using sweat equity is wrong. It really depends on your particular situation. As with all episodes in this series, I'm just trying to make you think about these kinds of concepts and make you aware of different things in your journey to a real estate entrepreneur.